Today we're behind the scenes of Charlie the Wonderdog with Owen Wilson, getting the inside scoop on what it was like playing an animated super pup. Check it out.
Calling all units. We need backup.
Wonderdog! Wonderdog!
When you're doing an animated movie, it's more sort of like being a kid, you know, it's make-believe. You're kind of creating everything in your head, and I feel like in a way that's almost like the purest form of acting.
Yes! Be gone, aching bones!
Let's go!
Be gone, hip dysplasia!
Be gone, tired dog!
Be gone, rheumatoid arthritis! Yeah, I'm young again!
Incredible!
I'm a frisky pup!
Playing the character of Charlie, playing a dog, I think everyone kind of has these ideas that are accurate about dogs, what qualities you kind of associate with dogs, loyalty and that enthusiasm, and those are definitely really present in Charlie, and just good-natured. So I think it was just kind of listening to Shay and the creative team kind of steer me in the direction that they wanted, and then I kind of had an idea of just from looking at the animation of how that dog would sound.
I thought we agreed you'd stay low.
I hear calls for help and
You just can't help yourself.
bingo!
We had a Dalmatian growing up named Nutmeg, and then we had a great dog, a Labrador named Blue. That was the dog that I really think of, that I kind of grew up with. But then as an adult, I had an Australian cattle dog named Garcia, and that's definitely one of, it was just one of the best dogs ever, and in a way, one of the most important relationships in my life.
I am Wonderdog! Ow! Wow! Please tell me that's the last one.
Not exactly.
I think they definitely understand us, and I'll notice, because one way that I'll notice is that the voice I use when I want my dog to do something is a voice that he's learned that's not something that he wants to do. So I'm saying, come outside, and then he'll kind of back up. And so I realize, he's picked up on what I think I'm using as a really nice voice. That's the voice when he's trying to get me to do something I don't want to do. And so little things like that. But then just kind of, I do feel like that they're kind of aware of our moods, and when we're kind of happy, or even when we're down, that they can sense it. There's a reason why they're called man's best friend, and I just think that it's kind of interesting that all the animals in the world, that somehow dogs and humans just kind of connected way back at the dawn of time, and we just kind of get each other.
Hiya, Mom.
How did this happen?
I mean, who wouldn't want to fly? I think that would definitely. I mean, he has other powers, but the power of flight, I think, would be incredible. And most people have had flying dreams, and that I think obviously that would be incredible. And I feel like I can really imagine it. I can imagine what it would be like. I mean, you'll look up and you'll see a bird, and you're like, I feel like I could, wouldn't that be great?
That mangy mutt is ruining everything!
I would love it if the dogs I've had could have talked, but I feel like they did obviously communicate with me. I guess, I wouldn't want to deny my dog the same wish that I had of flight, so that one probably also. The qualities that you kind of, that I think that, Charlie just has a lot of loyalty and enthusiasm, and, certainly, on my good days, those are qualities that I hope I would have. But you see those T-shirts that, try to be the person your dog thinks you are, or bumper stickers, and, and that is kind of nice how your dogs do, kind of look up to you, and you want to be worthy of that.
You okay, pal?
Charlie? You spoke!
I did?
Charlie!
This This is awesome!
Well, the dog that I was talking about earlier, that chocolate brown lab Blue that we had, I remember my brother and I going down to the creek, would go down in rainstorms and it would flood and we're watching it like, these rapids, and usually it's just kind of a trickle, and we're kind of looking at it, and my brother Luke just put kind of one foot in it, and boom, he was gone. Just swept down, and the dog just jumped right in, and he was wearing a sweatshirt, like a hoodie sweatshirt, and dog just grabbed him and just kind of pulled him, and that was just his instinct. Even when we'd jump in the pool, his instinct, he'd jump into the pool and he'd kind of, grab you by your, wrists and try to pull you in.
Star is going to fly.
Well, I hope that people would, want to see it and enjoy it for the same reason that I kind of responded to the story, and just, a story about kind of friendship and the love between a boy and his dog. And I feel like that's a pretty universal thing that people kind of relate to. And this does it in kind of exciting, unique way that makes it feel fresh.
What do you think?
It's perfect!
Oh, yeah!
I don't know it, Charlie! Let's go!
Well, I think that, that's something that, growing up that we all sort of struggle or kind of strive for, and that's self-belief. And, there's obviously, plenty of people that can doubt you, and you can doubt yourself. And so when you find people that do believe in you and give you confidence, that's a great feeling. And I think that goes back to kind of why we love dogs, because they seem to believe in us. In the movie, the cat ends up being kind of the villain. I don't know if that's kind of typecasting a bit, but I just happened to grow up with dogs. But I remember in college there was a cat that started hanging around my apartment. I started to feed it, and it ended up becoming my pet. And then I was like, cats are great too. So I wouldn't say cats, but I like Guns N' Roses, and Slash, I think, was really into snakes. And as much as I like Guns N' Roses, I can't really get behind. I'm not scared of snakes, but I certainly wouldn't want one as a pet.
Otis, clean up on aisle 5.
Yes, sir.
Who loves you? Oh, who loves you? Oh, I do. I love you, Otis.
Yeah, I know.
When you think about an animated movie, you kind of think that's kind of for kids, and certainly this is, but I think what I kind of got a kick out of is that I really enjoyed it, and that I think, adults and the whole family will kind of respond to this message of loyalty, and it's not a heavy-handed message. I think it's done in kind of a funny way, so I think the sense of humor and the laughs people will appreciate.
It's just like me with tacos.
What the?
I think kind of what made me, enjoy this was, kind of getting along so well with the creative team, and everybody feeling, supported, and that you could kind of try new things. And certainly that was my experience on this. That's just exciting.
The world needs me.
What about me? I need you.
I'll be okay. I promise.
Thanks for watching Behind the Scenes of Charlie the Wonderdog, coming to theaters January 16th.